Hi! Thank you for watching our video on the top 5 most expensive horror movie posters ever sold on auction as of 2023. Before we dive in, the entire team at New Bond Street Pawnbrokers would like to thank you for watching this video. We are an award-winning luxury pawn shop in central London, providing loans on luxury assets like watches, jewellery, diamonds, classic cars, fine art, antiques, and more. Our experts are always on hand for free, no-obligation valuations at our shop in Mayfair, central London. Of course, do share and like this video, it really motivates us to do more similar videos. Without further ado, let's dive in. 1. 1931 Dracula Poster. In 1931, audiences were captivated by actor Bela Lugosi's Dracula. The performance set a precedent for how the vampire would be played for decades to come. A rare Style A format one-sheet poster sold for $525,800 at Heritage Auctions in 2017. With this sale, it became the most expensive vintage horror movie poster in history. It is one of only 2 known posters in this style to exist, with a menacing portrait of Lugosi staring at the viewer against a deep blue painted background. The word Dracula almost leaps off the poster in a bold yellow font. The Universal Studio Picture is regarded as a founder of classic horror movies, and the poster started with a minimum bid of $150,000. Parts of the film were even censored after scaring audiences senseless. 2. 1927 London After Midnight Poster. Second place in the most expensive vintage horror movie posters is 1927's London After Midnight. It is the earliest film on the list, and the poster that sold at auction is the only known color copy in existence. It set the record in 2014 for the most expensive auction sale. The auction took place at Heritage Auctions in Dallas, Texas. London After Midnight was a silent mystery film produced by MGM Studios. Unfortunately, it is one of the lost movies, as the only existing tape was destroyed in a fire in the 1960s. Many were unsure if a poster had survived, which is why it sold for such a high value. The vintage artwork on the poster has a classic horror style, with Chaney's menacing figure at the shoulder of our heroine. She is in his clutches as the gloomy nighttime image of London Bridget looms beneath them. 3. 1932 The Mummy Poster. This lithographic poster designed by Carol Gross held the title of most expensive classic horror movie poster from 1997 until 2014, when London After Midnight beat it. In 1997 it sold for $453,500 at Sotheby's auction house. As only one of 3 surviving posters, it was expected to reclaim the record for most expensive retro horror movie posters in 2018. Its minimum bid was set at $950,000 and Sotheby's estimated it selling for $1.5 million. Unfortunately, no one bid for it, keeping it at number 3 on our list. The Mummy is a universal picture and one of Boris Karloff's classic horror performances. Its popularity on release was in part due to the real-world discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb and the unfortunate curse thought to be put on the team that found it. 4. 1931 Frankenstein Poster. 1931's Frankenstein is the role that made actor Boris Karloff a household name. At 44 years old, he was late to Hollywood, but he did not let it stop him from stamping his mark on the classic horror genre. The film's poster sold at Heritage Auctions for $385,500 in 2015. In many ways, Frankenstein built the winning formula for monster movies. It was the first film to use the now-cliched castle thunder sound effect. The makeup for actors consisted of thick grease paint concoctions that took hours to apply and would have to be melted off at the end of the day. It was based on Mary Shelley's novel of the same name, which she wrote at 19 years old. The Frankenstein poster graces the most expensive vintage horror movie posters list at number 4, and the artwork is the epitome of retro poster design. 5. 1935 The Bride of Frankenstein Poster. It's no surprise that Frankenstein's sequel also sold for a high price at Heritage Auctions. The 7-foot-long poster for The Bride of Frankenstein sold for $334,600 in 2007, almost as much as the original. The Bride of Frankenstein was also produced by Universal Pictures, with Boris Karloff returning. Despite the success of the original film, The Bride of Frankenstein could easily have never been made. The director did not originally want to create a sequel, and when he did, he faced fights with his actors over how the characters would progress. Lead actor Boris Karloff did not agree that Frankenstein should speak and fought for him to remain silent, like he did in the first movie. Ultimately, the movie was made and Karloff did begin to speak as Frankenstein. The movie was censored in a lot of international showings and banned from some countries entirely. So, to wrap up, these are only the top 5 most expensive horror movie posters ever sold on auction as of 2023. If you are looking for a more comprehensive understanding of the most expensive and rare horror movie posters, do have a look at our detailed article on top 10 most expensive horror movie posters ever sold on auction as of 2023, which includes more detailed descriptions and history, images, and videos of the actual posters. See link in the description. Of course, if you are looking for more videos on all things luxury, from the most famous diamonds to the most expensive watches ever sold, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like or share our video. Do check out some of the most popular articles on our blog, see links in the description. Finally, if you consider pawning your luxury watch, art, jewelry, classic cars, or other similar assets, do give our team a call to book a free, no-obligation valuation.